Welcome to Cooking with Parker. Today we're going to be making one of my favorites, oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. So we're getting rid of those raisins that are usually in the cookies, placing it with some nice chocolate. So I got another secret ingredient, add some depth of flavor. I'm going to show you kind of my steps and practices to make this delicious oatmeal chocolate chip cookie, and let's go. I'm going to start out with all our dry ingredients. I'm weighing these out, so it's 120 grams of flour. You can use 1 cup, but a scale is more accurate, so if you're baking, it does help. Same with the baking soda, it's 3 grams or about half a teaspoon. And then the salt is 5 grams or half a teaspoon. But I promise the scale is going to give you more accurate and better results. Last is our oats. I'm using Quaker Quick Oats. I just like the texture with those a little bit more. And adding to my dry ingredients at the beginning, 135 grams, so when a little over, pulls them out. Switch all your dry together, and we'll set those aside. Next we got our sugars and butter, so grab my mixing bowl. Weighing this out on the scale again, it's 65 grams, which is about 1/3 cup of white granulated sugar. And then we've got 140 grams of light brown sugar, about 2/3 cup, so a little bit heavier with that molasses in there. Again, pull it out so it's exact measurement. It's gonna really make a perfect oatmeal chocolate chip cookie. Set up the old faithful KitchenAid, let it do most of the work. You're gonna add half a cup or 113 grams of butter, and just trust the package that that's right. I'm gonna add my paddle attachment and just get that working. I'm gonna have it go until it gets nice and light and fluffy. Make sure, trying to be precise, so go back, get all the butter. Just use a spatula. Go ahead and crank my KitchenAid up to medium. Just let it work until there it is, nice, smooth and creamy. Stop that, add a couple more things. Starting off with 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. You always want to include that in most of your baked products that have sweetness to them. Kind of balances things out. Go ahead, turn my mixer back on to low. Drop in 1 large egg. Again, this is crucial to your cookie's final product. Now for my secret or a surprise ingredient, I'm adding 1 teaspoon or 1 gram of espresso powder. Really brighten up some of those flavors. If you like coffee, you'll love it. If you don't like coffee, you'll still love it. I promise it's not that noticeable, but there is some undertones. Now just slowly pour the dry ingredients into the wet ingredients. Let the mixer do the work till it all comes together. Try not to overmix it. Here's where we add the chocolate. I've got some melted chocolate in my fridge I decided to use up, but traditionally it's just 1 cup of semisweet chocolate chips, 150 grams, or you can use chocolate bars, 150 grams, and chop those up. Kind of your preference if you want the chocolate sitting out a little bit or in the chocolate chip form or kind of mixed throughout. I like it kind of mixed throughout, so I'm chopping up this chocolate. Go ahead and use my bench scraper or pastry cutter, whatever you want to call it, to get all that chocolate, put it in my mixing bowl. Nice little tool to have here. Use the mixer one last time to get all the chocolate mixed into the dough. Dough is nice and sticky, so use a spatula. Go ahead and get that all down. Go ahead and grab some parchment paper. Just clean up a little bit easier. It helps the cookies from sticking to the pan. I'm going to use a medium-sized scoop. It's about 1.5 tablespoons. Just going to scoop all these cookies out. Fit about a dozen on the pan. Make sure there's a couple inches separation. They don't stick to each other. And there we have it. Always make sure you chill your cookie dough first. It'll help it from spreading, kind of help develop the flavor a little bit. So I'm cheating here a little bit, throw it in my freezer, speed up the chill process. Don't want to let it get frozen, but about 25 minutes, 30 minutes in the freezer, they'll come out great. While that's doing that, I went ahead and scooped the rest of my cookie dough, have a second batch, and also start my oven, get that preheating to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. So we'll throw those in there and start an 8-minute timer, check them after that. Looking great, starting to spread out. Edges are getting nice and brown, so go ahead and pull these suckers out. Still a little undercooked in the middle. They'll finish cooking up on the pan. Chocolate's all mixed throughout, so if you use chocolate chips, stand out a little bit more. Using the chopped chocolate I had in my fridge, kind of all blended in. Go ahead and plate this up so I can enjoy a couple, have some nice shots for B-roll and whatnot. Look at that cookie. It's nice, crispy, a little chewy. Tell you more in a sec. I have one of these cookies. A glass of milk. Just perfect oatmeal chocolate chip cookie. I have a undertone of coffee, bringing out all that chocolate flavor again. I'm telling you, can't go wrong. Hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.